What's going on, people? It is that time again for another build vlog. This one is insane. The fact that I've had the opportunity to build a car that is £250,000 just blows my mind. So let's just get straight into the build vlog. Here we go. First job is to measure up the arch gap so I can calculate how much I've got to lower it by. We can see here Carter's come into the workshop to see what I'm up to, and we're going to carry on with stripping down the front end, as we can see now. It is a replica of a car that is worth £250,000. Again, to have this opportunity is incredible, and what makes it even more special is who I've built this car for. Be sure to watch this whole video through to see the reveal at the very end. Once lowered, front bumper is removed just because it makes life easier when lowering, and I can get measurements a lot better. Rears are also lowered and in place, but the issue that we've got is we've got this gap here, which is caused by the motor hitting the inside of the body. So the plan is to cut that piece out as I need to, so that the motor will then sit back. But so far, lowering is done. Then a case of stripping it down to get ready for paint, and also some other little bits and pieces. Then once paint is done, then the next mod, which I'm really looking forward to. So here we go, and this is how it's looking. So we can see that it's lowered at the back and at the front. Got 5mm clearance all round. Now hitting up doing a custom splitter. So if you've watched my videos previously, you'll know what I do is I draw the splitter up in half. So I templated it, and then I cut it out and then just basically flip it over. So we've got a symmetrical splitter once fitted. That way I know that my proportions are right. So I'm going to go ahead and cut this out, make sure it is sitting how I want it to sit, and then transferring it over to the material that I use. So here we go. Just adding those final tweaks to the template itself, and as we can see here, it is a 3-piece front splitter which works so well on these Lamborghinis. And now continuing up to stripping down the Lamborghini so it is ready for paint. So here's the Lamborghini bits all ready and prepped to go into the booth. Massive shout out to Ben the apprentice, as we can see there, cracking on with a paint job, and this is the final finish. What an incredible job he has done for his first time painting a ride-on car. As we saw in the previous clips, Ben the apprentice and my works painted this, and I must have made what a job he has done. Sick outcome. I'm just going to give it a wipe down and then going to lay the next colour, which is what this is going. So here we go. So with doing the wrapping on this, I started off with doing the smaller bits first, just to get used to the wrap itself, and there was also a load of carbon bits that need to be done. We could just see here that the colour that it is actually going is black chrome. You saw in that time lapse just then that I was wrapping this panel. This is possibly one of the trickiest panels to do due to the intricacies. I tried to do in one piece, but you can see that I've put a join line here, as this side didn't go too well, and the inevitable happened, which the paint come off. It's just one of those things really. So I'm going to rip this off and just repaint it and start again. So here we go. As mentioned, these things happen, but this is the front end all fitted up, ready for the next part, as you can see what I'm doing now. This is a result of that time lapse just then, and these are the Tron lines. This was a lot harder than what I thought it was, but I absolutely love the way it's come out. It just adds that level of detail. So there's still a lot more to do, more to wrap. So here we go. Where I'm at so far, done a template of the spoiler, and obviously this has an SVJ spoiler which would run all the way across. So getting rid of that, and we're going to replicate a Nero spoiler which comes with the Aventadors. So I'm gonna obviously have my center line here, and this will follow the back edge of the tailgate, and then we have our sharp lines to follow the contours of the Lamborghini. And if we go down, we can see a flick down, and there will be points here where this would go up, and then it follows again the line of the Lamborghini from behind. So I'm going to now transfer this to the material that I used to make my spoilers. So here we go. See there that I was just laying down the template on the material itself, and now I'm going through the process of heating it up, and as we can see now, those contour lines are added and it follows the lines of the back end. So I was wrapping this rear section, which super happy with due to how tricky it was. However, looking back at the pictures of the car that I'm replicating, this bit is carbon. I should have really paid a little bit more attention. Doesn't matter, so I will rip this off and then we'll do it carbon. Again, this is where my attention to detail comes into play, because I'm sure most people will be like, oh yeah, just leave it as black chrome because it looks wicked, which again, it does look wicked. But I want to replicate this car as close as physically possible. So yeah, I'm going to take this off, get some carbon, and wrap this whole section carbon. So here we go. No, that blue face isn't a mistake. It is meant to be there. There is a build behind that is meant to be covered, and I've completely forgot to cover it up. So make sure you keep an eye on that for when it is released in the future. We're now going to start working on the wheels themselves. These are fully 3D printed and custom designed to match the real car. And this is the final touch to add the brand new static use badges, which will feature on all builds from now on. You may have seen in the past that I used window stickers, but I think that this adds such a cleaner look to the vehicle. So once this is done, let's have a look at how this build has turned out. This is Kyle doing a last minute photo shoot of the Lamborghini the day before the delivery. So check out these shots, and again, please go and check them out on Instagram at Kyle Richardson Media. Going to take a quick pause in the vlog as the next clip coming up is the actual reveal of this insane Lamborghini, and the client was the man himself, Mr. Jeremy Lynch. So I can only apologise for my nervousness that you'll see in the video, and also I can only apologise for the sound. But yeah, it was an absolute privilege. So here we go, let's check out the reveal.
It's pumping, my heart is pumping. It's yes. Here it is.
Look at this.
Right.
Look at this.
So are we ready? Are we ready? Do you think you're ready? You're ready? More than ready.
It's for weeks. I'm so excited.
Okay.
Oh. That is unbelievable. Thank you very much. That is like an exact replica. Wow. The attention to detail. That was good. It's so yeah. You could easily film from certain perspectives and make this look like so hard. Yes.
Everything is to match as close as possible.
He's getting in stance. He's getting in stance mode. Look, I love it.
And that is this build vlog done. I really hope you enjoy watching the process of this build. Massive shout out to Jeremy Lynch, the man himself, for giving me such an amazing opportunity to replicate his awesome Lamborghini in the black chrome. A few shout outs for this video. Got to shout out Turbo Revs, who is the company that I managed to source the Lamborghini from. Ben, the apprentice painter, for doing the respray for me. Scooby 3D Prints for doing the design work of the wheels to make sure that they are an exact replica of Jeremy's wheels. Josh and Lisa Creations for doing the 3D printing work of the wheels and the number plates. Also my good friend Leah, who done the reveal box, such a wicked box. And also my best mate Kyle for doing the filming work, photography, and just being a general wingman for me on the day through my absolute nervousness with doing the delivery. So again, make sure you hit that like, share and subscribe. Hit me up on Instagram, Facebook and TikTok. Just search for Static Cube and look out for that yellow cube. Until next time, peace.